Hello, my name is Barbette and I'm a registered nurse and a holistic healthcare practitioner. I've been teaching about recognizing and preventing communicable diseases in childcare centers, businesses, homes, and schools for about 30 years. And as part of that, we always teach about how to prevent disease, how to stop the spread of diseases, and I spend a special section of time just on how to support your immune system. It is not what is currently being talked about with the corona chaos out there. It's all about just wash your hands and social distancing, which I did a video on. I call it social responsibility, but I'll save that for that other video. We also did another video on some simple steps that you could do to support your immune system. And so today what I've compiled for you is all kinds of different things that, yes, you do have to purchase, but they are well worth the value for you. And so I'm going to explain them. I did a video a little while ago on apple cider vinegar. And so I have the ingredients here about the apple cider vinegar. Remember, with the raw local honey, making the drink. And if you remember, I also squeezed in fresh lemon or lime. And so there's a lot of health benefits to this drink, but then I also added in a 1,000 milligram capsule of ester C and dissolved it into the drink. So apple cider vinegar drink, there's a good one for you. Then the ester C 1,000 milligram capsules. I do try to stay away from the calcium based vitamin C's. There's many of them out there. I'm not trying to sell just a specific brand. I don't even sell them, but I'm just going to tell you that vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams a day minimum on a regular day. When you are being exposed to something or feel like you may be coming down with something, wake up with a sore throat or something like that, you would want to up your vitamin C to 2,000 or 3,000 milligrams in a day. There is more studies and information out there about vitamin C and even vitamin C with this current virus. I really wouldn't want you to be without vitamin C. So you can look up a little bit more information or you can write me and I'll tell you some more information. So that's that one. L-lysine is a food supplement, a food enzyme. So it doesn't have any side effects. It's just like eating. And L-lysine is one of the things that I call a good antiviral. So if I have somebody who is being exposed, for example, in a childcare setting with a lot of different children with a lot of different viruses, not just corona, but any of them, then I will tell them take L-lysine like a daily vitamin until all of those kids are healthy again. And that usually happens about every spring. Not in Ohio for this spring so far, because it's the middle of April and we're still too cold to count it as spring. But L-lysine, we keep 1,000 capsules on hand all the time. So we will use this to boost our immune system when we feel like it needs it. We will use this to help our immune system be supported during times when we've had too little sleep, too little sunshine, haven't maybe been eating properly for a while. If we're going to be flying, if we're going to be traveling, then we make sure that L-lysine is a daily part of our day, a significant part of our day. Vitamin D is another one. I mentioned it in one of the other videos. If you can't get out into the sunshine, and tell me you have better weather than we do here in Ohio right now because we're gloomy and gray again and it's the middle of April. But for us in Ohio, we start taking vitamin D in October and we don't stop until the sun is fully out in spring, whether that's April or May. Right now, we're still continuing it with the vitamin D because we can't get any outside. When we can get it outside, we will stop the supplement until fall again. But vitamin D should be a daily part of your routine all through the winter months. In addition, I have that I want to talk to you about, here, let me do this piece of vitamin C. So I understand that not everybody wants to do a capsule or a pill as a supplement. And so there is this product out there that's called Emergency. I obviously don't use it myself. Remember, I'm a holistic healthcare practitioner, and there's some ingredients in here that are just okay. They're not great. They're not bad. They're just I said that all backwards, but you know what I mean. They're just okay. However, for many people, this is possibly a lifesaver for them. So how does this work? Well, it's little packets like this that you sprinkle into a glass of water and stir it up, and then you drink it. And so there is 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C in there, but there's also a few other things in there too. It's gonna make you feel good. So even if you're sick, you do this on a daily basis, it helps you feel good. It gives you a little burst of energy. And it also gives you some vitamin C and some other vitamins that are in there. I found only 2 different flavors, otherwise I would have bought one of every one. That, again, I encourage people to take your vitamin C this way or this way. I'm good with it. Just do it. Okay. Next thing I want to talk to you about is elderberry syrup. So this is store-bought elderberry syrup, and it's very thick, and it's all sealed up, so I'm not even going to open it. But it's very thick, and it's the consistency of maybe cough syrup. So I make mine a little thinner, and you can see right there, it's a little thinner. Now, when I make mine, and I do make it from scratch, I did buy this for the video, but I do make mine from scratch. Actually, there's a pan of it over there that's cooling, and if you could smell it, it smells so wonderful. But there's organic cinnamon in there, and organic cloves, and ginger. I always put a little ginger in there, and there's raw organic honey in there with all these steeped elderberries. And so then we drink a tablespoon or 2 of this every day all through the winter season. And if we feel like we're ill or maybe have a scratchy throat or starting with a runny nose, we'll take a little bit more of it. So elderberry syrup, you can go read about it. There are studies out there that support using elderberry syrup to support your immune system. All right. So before I get into these other things, I want to talk about your immune system. So I could do a whole hour-long class just on the basics of your immune system, but I'm not. What I'm going to tell you is 70% or more of your immune system resides in your belly, not your stomach, but your gut, the intestines. There are hundreds and hundreds of different kinds of bacteria that live in here, and they are what keep you healthy. There are 100,000 different kinds of bacteria out there, and less than 1,000 of them are bad. So keep that in mind, that 90% of the bacteria that's out there is good or good for you, and you need it. And in our current American diet, we call it SAD, the standard American diet, it doesn't have good, healthy food to feed those bacteria that are in your gut. So part of the reason that we have such a terrible culture right now of poor immune systems is because we are not eating food that is healthy and rich in nutrition to feed us and our bacteria. Okay, so you can take powdered types of probiotics, and that's huge for you. Even if they don't have little live bugs running around in those capsules, they do feed the bacteria that is in your gut, and you need that. So how could you get more good, healthy bacteria? Well, you go eat dirt, but you want to make sure it doesn't have any herbicides or pesticides in it or poop and things like that. So don't go eat dirt. Okay, so back in the old days, we used to have fruit on the bottom yogurt, and I could tell you the whole history of how we got to the point where now what we have is 400 different flavors of flavored glop that has no probiotics in it, and I mean big fat 0, no probiotics in it. So things like this, Chobani, this is a drinkable yogurt. It is actually, it's like a kefir, and if you look, always the front of the label tells you what category it is to go purchase it in the store. The truth of what is in it is always on the back of the label. So you look at the back of the label and you go to the ingredients, and then off to the side here, you can find 5 different strains of healthy probiotics in this one little container. So this is what I would be telling a lot of parents. Get your kids used to this as soon as they get off the boob or the bottle. Start getting them onto good, healthy probiotic choices. Okay, surprisingly enough, this is Greek yogurt. This is kefir. Some people call it kefir, some people call it kefir. I don't care what you call it. I care that you get it and you drink it. It's low fat. They have multiple flavors. They're organic. You can get mango, strawberry, boysenberry, blueberry, raspberry, mango. I don't care. Get whatever flavor makes you happy and drink it. What you'll see right on the label, there are 12 different strains of healthy probiotics right here in this. That's huge. You need that. This should be a daily part of your healthcare routine. I'm going to show you, I could do a whole video on just making kefir. This is me and my homemade kefir. So this bad boy right here is fermenting. And then when I pour off, it goes into here. And then we flavor this. This is what we would call plain kefir. And so I would flavor this with mashed up fruits or berries, or I might even cook them on the stove a little bit and add some honey to it when it's cooled, and then make a kefir for that. And so for us, probably every 3 to 5 days, I approach my husband with a glass of this and I go, drink it. And he does. And he rolls his eyes and he goes, okay. But he does. So that is a good, healthy probiotic. And again, probiotics need to be a part of your everyday. Don't just go to a big box store and grab the cheapest brand that's out there, because you truly do get what you pay for. The last thing I wanted to mention about things that you can do to help keep your immune system strong, and you do have to purchase these things, is healthy fruits and vegetables. So I have my lemons and my limes, and in the refrigerator we have several different kinds of apples and celery, and we have onions and garlic out the wazoo. I put onions and garlic in everything. And yes, if you get used to eating onions and garlic every day, you don't smell like it every day, because your body goes, oh, I know how to get that smell out of here. Okay, having said that, the real important piece I wanted to talk about was apples, because apples have fiber in the peeling. Don't peel that off and get your kids used to eating apples with no peeling. Let them eat that apple with the peeling. There is apple pectin in here, which is really good, not only for your digestive system, but for your bloodstream. And then all throughout here, you have all kinds of vitamins, minerals, all the lovely things that are, God made these. And then, so they must be good. They're just really dynamic. There is a old saying that an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And I'm going to tell you it's pretty true. You do an apple a day, or an apple this size, split it with your spouse, do half today, half tomorrow, whatever you need. I'm telling you, I can finish one of these off with no problem. That is a really good boost to your immune system. It supports good health. Good, healthy immune systems support your body's ability to prevent disease. And that's what this is all about. I understand the whole idea of you get germs on your hands, you touch your face. Okay, it's not touching your face that's the problem. It's touching the entry points for respiratory viruses or digestive viruses and bacteria with dirty hands. So you can touch your face all you want to, just wash your hands first. You can dig in your snooter all you want to, just wash your hands first, okay? So when you go buy your apples, remember, people have touched them and they didn't wash their hands first because they had to drive to the store to even get there. Okay, so you bring your fruits and vegetables home and you wash them. And then you put them away in your dishes or in your refrigerator, and now they're available to you. And then don't let them go to waste. Eat them. Eat your fruits and vegetables. All of these things support a good, healthy immune system. I did fail to mention water. Again, I should mention it in every video. Good quality water is the basis of good, healthy body function. Everybody needs it, and not everybody drinks enough. So remember, if you're not peeing every 2 hours, you are not drinking enough. So All of these things promote a good, healthy immune system. They support you on a daily basis. Please find a way to incorporate them into your daily life. I'll see you next time. Bye now.